Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Fredrick, Colorado. My name's Taylor, and today is August 9th, 2024. I just wanted to announce that because it is a very cool day. Besides the breeze that's happening right now, the wind that's flopping my hair everywhere, I'm really enjoying this weather after that heat wave. But anyways, again, my name's Taylor. Today we're going to be going over a 2024 Winnebago EKKO. This is the 22A. So if you guys aren't familiar, this is on the Ford Transit chassis. And it's super awesome because it's four-season. It was actually tested here in Colorado when it was -6 degrees. They didn't have any freeze damage or worries on that tank capacities, which we'll get into further. But I'm really excited just because this is one of my favorite products, honestly. It has a footprint of a Class B, so it's only 23 feet long and it's 7 feet wide, 2.5 inches to be exact in width. So that gives you the footprint of a Class B, but it has the cargo space of a Class A. So it has about 65 cubic feet of storage. So it's super awesome. Let's get it right into it, starting with the outside, and we'll work our way inside. Starting over here, we have our wheelbase, which is 156 inches with our black aluminum rims. I actually personally like the black aluminum rims. Everyone, likes a black rim, but also not having that spray painted chrome where you're worrying about it chipping over, as it ages. So I kind of like just having that standard black rim. As we go up, it's on a Ford, so you have the big truck mirrors, and then you also have your nice little blinker in here so you can tell when your blinker's on, just another little safety mechanism in here. As we work our way up, you can see the nice sleek cap here for the wind. And then our awning, which is our Carefree awning. I have that LED strip on. Again, due to the wind, I don't have the awning out. I didn't want to toy with that. But you do have that on display, so you can kind of see. Another exterior light, so you can light up that campground at night, make it nice and bright if you are in the middle of nowhere. Again, being a smaller Class B, Class C is what it's kind of name branded, but you can go in the middle of nowhere, having that small capacity. You can get into tight, confined places, but have the luxury of taking all of your cargo stuff with you. I have this nice window open. It's a dual pane acrylic window. You do have a little blackout shade, which is right here, and then you do have a bug screen. And it does have a magnetic strip in here, so if you do want to easily magnetic it down, you can do like kind of a halfway point too, and it will unclip from the inside. But I love how these windows open up, so rain or shine, you can keep it open. This is where your kitchen area is too, so if you wanted to bring the outdoors inside with you while you're cooking, or just still kind of, socialize and mingle with the people you're camping with. Having to prep dinner and take yourself out of the situation kind of sucks at times, but when you're camping, having this floor plan makes it a little easier where you can still kind of engage with your family while you are making a meal. Whoops. In our first bay door here, we have double latches that do lock. So in a pinch, if one latch is giving you a fits, you have that secondary latch. Little latch holder right here to keep that bay door open. But this one was opted in to have an upgrade. So this is the outdoor kitchen. So I know we were just mentioning the kitchen inside to kind of bring the outdoors inside with you. But if you do want to go ahead and cook outside, you have that option as well. Maybe you're cooking some bacon and you don't want the coach to smell like bacon after you're done cooking it, even though it is a great smell. Or, any kind of food that you're cooking, it's kind of hard sometimes to get that smell out of your coach. So having this exterior kitchen is awesome, especially since it has a sink. Little collapsible sink here, and you have the little, it's not completely set up just because it is a new coach. It's nice and it's plastic still, but you do have your water connection here for hot or cold water. So if you wanted to use this bowl to marinate your chicken, to rinse off your meat before you start cooking it, or just to kind of rinse off your dishes, I mean, the opportunities are endless for this outdoor kitchen. And again, it's nice and easy to stow away as well. Make sure I put it in there right so I can close it. These two yellow latches you'll pull away to kind of close it, and to bring it out, you'll do the opposite. Make sure you don't forget to do this. I've done that plenty of times where I've kept that out and I try to put it away. But again, just pull those latches away, slide it back in. And then as I close this door is another thing I wanted to mention. So you see the thickness This is fully insulated. It's kind of like a honeycomb insulation inside. So this is gonna be the thickness of your whole entire coach and also your garage space. So this is what helps it make it 4-seasoned. Keeps the cool in and the heat in, you know, vice versa. But it's a very true 4-season coach that was tested. All right, right over here, we have a TV connection, just in case you wanted to watch some TV outside, or camping with Super Bowl, or you want to watch any sports, or maybe have a movie night, you have that option as well. And then 2 more charging outlets. This is the Virtus decal. You can also just do the decal delete. Then you'll either pick kind of like the burnt orange or the green in the EKKO, and then everything else will be blank. But this is just something that you can't delete. Sliding over here, we have our Truma AquaGo. So this is our tankless water heater. And below that, we have our 2 propane tanks. I personally love this because you could just take them out. They're just like the regular propane tanks for your grill. So you don't have to bring your EKKO, your coach, to go and actually fill it. You could just throw these in the back of your truck, in your car, get them filled, and not have to, you know, unload and take this with you if you don't want to. I mean, you can, but it just gives you the luxury of being a little bit more flexible and versatile there. Here's another propane connector for a grill. I know you have that outdoor kitchen, but I mean, if you already have your own little grill that you like to bring camping, or you're cooking a big meal and hosting a family because you're camping with other friends, you have another option here to kind of have that secondary grill, just because this one, you only have 2 burners. So it's kind of nice having that. Now over here to our garage space. Another great thing about the EKKO, which everybody loves the hype about, not only having the garage space, but also it being heated and fully insulated. All right, as soon as you open it, you can see you have your nice little molly board on either side. You can put gear up to 50 pounds on these molly boards, so it's a very heavy duty molly board. And then you have a little lip here. And then you have you have light and some charging. I make a joke and tell people, go ahead and buy this, you know, EKKO, and then I'll go along with you guys, and this will just be my room. All I need is some heat and charging and a light, and I'll be good to go. Alrighty, over here in the rear of the coach, you have this ladder. Up there, you'll have your 13,500 BTU AC unit. And then you'll also have 2 solar panels. It's gonna be 175 watts each with your 3,000 watt inverter. This one has the 1 lithium ion battery, but get a little ahead of myself. But just going over the charging, you're fully compacted up there for your boondocking adventures. And you have a nice rear view camera here. Gives you a great view, so you can really see when you're getting up close and tight, maybe up close to tree branches, you know, other cars. It just gives you a little peace of mind when you're backing it up, not having to worry about damaging or bumping into anything. This bay door here, whoops, is on a nice little hinge. So if it is windy like today, you don't have to worry about fighting on the side doors here. This one will automatically stay open, so you can load up all your gear in here, your blow up canoes, your skis, you know, hiking gear, maybe some more ice chests. The opportunities are endless. So you can see here, you have your nice little built-in sensors here. And then down below, you have your 5,000 pound towing capacity. And then your 7-pin connector, so if you do want to tow a vehicle, then you can go ahead and plug in your braking lights there. And the third door, just again with the molly board, it's the twin as the other side, so you do have another option to open up the door here. As you could tell, if you guys are familiar with the EKKO, this doesn't have the bat wing, but it is something you can always get added on later. The bat wing is pretty awesome just because it really helps give you almost a 360 awning with that awning that's already added on in the front. Really gives you a lot of coverage. Super awesome. I have some pictures kind of looking down, so if you guys are interested in kind of seeing what that looks like, you can go ahead and give me a call or email me, and I'd be glad to send you those pictures. Right over here, this is our wet bay. So So another awesome reason why I love the EKKO is because it's super simple and straightforward. Everything is right here in front of you, not only, you know, spelling it out for you, but also giving you visual pictures on what it should look like. I'm a very visual and hands-on person, so like reading the manual and doing that, it doesn't really click with me. When I have, you know, someone explaining it to me in person or having kind of pictures and doing it myself, then it really clicks and I don't really forget. So I love how you have both kind of right here in front of you. And then you have your gray waste tank dump right here. As you can tell, everything's up inside of our fully insulated honeycomb structure here. So you don't have to worry about any lines or any plumbing, you know, getting any freeze damage. Since we are talking about the gray waste tank, I wanted to mention that this has 50 gallons of fresh tank capacity and you have 51 gallons of gray. There is no black tank because it is a cassette toilet, so you do have 5 gallons of black tank capacity, but I always tell you that you can always buy another one so you can double that capacity up to 10 if you'd like for longer adventures. Then you have another little exterior light too, so you can light up this side in case you need that. You have a 30 amp shore power cord for some more charging. And then you have already a built-in solar port here. And then this is just your exhaust for your Truma. Sliding over here, here is that cassette toilet I was telling you about. There we go. So you have 5 gallons of tank capacity here for your black tank. Makes it nice and easy. Once you slide it in, it does open up this. So you don't have to worry about physically opening it or forgetting to open it before you use the restroom. So it'll automatically do that for you. You can tie up a hose here so you can still dump regularly if you'd like, or you could just screw this off and dump it straight into a porta potty or a toilet. You don't have to find a dump station, so that's another awesome thing why so many people love the vans, the Class Bs, because they all have this kind of mechanism in it and you don't have to worry about finding a dump station, cleaning the black tank, sanitizing it, all of that kind of stuff. And directly below this, we have our little generator here. So this is gonna be a gas generator. It's a 2,800 watt. And then your little spigot for the generator. So it's nice. Some people, you know, you can't opt out to not getting one of these, and then you can upgrade into having 2 of the 320 amp hour lithium ion batteries. But as you can see right over here, Winnebago leaves a spot for you no matter what to put another battery in. So I mean, I always tell customers it's always nice to have a generator just in case you need it, but at the same time you can always turn on your chassis and use that as another charging mechanism too, because you have that second alternator that's built into it that will help keep these batteries charged. But again, so you have one 320 amp hour lithium ion battery here, and it does have a Bluetooth compatibility where you can download the app and put it on your phone so you can always see your charge. Alrighty, as we open the door here to our driver's seats, we have cloth seats. Everything is going to be manual as far as, you know, getting it set to your liking. One of the chairs is already swiveled, as you can kind of see, and then I have the little booster kind of clipped in there, which we'll go over when we get inside. But I just wanted to point that out to have a different view. This is on a gas Ford Transit chassis. You have 31 gallons of gas fuel here for your tank capacity. And then you do have tremendous storage on the side here too for, you know, I would be putting snacks, little mini trash can, and a nice big water bottle for your travels. Now I'll go ahead and make sure that this is popped. And then you do have a little battery boost button in there too. Just wanted to mention that. Okay, let's see if the clip gives me a problem. All the little latches are so different, and I tell myself to, you know, figure it out before I start the video, but I forgot this time. Alrighty. Go ahead and buckle it in here. So as you can tell, it's a little bit lower since it's a Ford, so it's kind of nice. I'm 5'7", so I can kind of easily see everything here. But this is on a Ford all-wheel drive Transit chassis. So it's a 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6 gas engine, 10-speed automatic with Selectshift transmission and overdrive, 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, and it has the high intensity discharge HID headlamps in it as well. You got your windshield wiper fluid here, so it's easy to kind of dump it in. It's not awkwardly down low where you're gonna miss half of the gallon and get mad that you didn't make it in there. I've done that plenty of times with my car. But pretty straightforward there. Now let's go ahead and take a look on the inside so I can show you all the good things that we got going on in here. First thing, you have it's a heavier duty door. So you have kind of like the plastic. It does have a nice little lock here too. So if you wanted to keep this closed and lock in your pets, but you don't want to run that AC while you're gone, and it's a nice cool day like today, you can kind of let that cool breeze in and still have a peace of mind that you can lock it. I mean, it's not the heaviest duty door, so it can definitely be ripped off the hinges like by a bear or anything, but it's still nicer than like a screen door that's really flimsy that your dogs will definitely go through. So I love that. As we enter, we have our fire extinguisher. I'm just gonna briefly go over all of our safety stuff. Fire extinguisher, we have our CO2 in the bedroom, and then we do have the other one over here for your propane. Perfect. I'll go ahead and close the door really quick. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and start in the back here. This is, I love this floor plan too because you have two twin beds that convert into a king when you use this, but it's a 60 by 80 inch bed. The mattress was made at Winnebago. So it has 4 different layers. You got a gel layer in there. You got a mic, like kind of like a I can't say it, but it helps bacteria, you know what I mean, with all the bed things, kind of helps you. And it also helps keep the heat out to kind of keep you a little bit more cool while you are sleeping. And then you do have this nice little cover here. So it's plastic because you need that. This is what's going to fill this hole to make it into a king bed. But Winnebago went above and beyond and made it where you had little drink slots right here, as well as a nice little section to kind of lay your books or maybe a snack. So if you want to come back here to relax, put your tablets up here, you have somewhere to put them. And as we look over here, we got plenty of storage. I'll open it both for you so you can kind of see a little bit more closely. You have USB and then 112, 110 and 12 volt outlets in here. So you have your own section over here, and then you have a duplicate over here. And then you have 2 reading lights. As you can tell, you click it once. This is kind of a night light, so you don't want to lose any of your vision at night with the bright light, you know what I mean? You don't want to wake up your partner. You can just use this little night light, which is kind of cool. Now I'll turn it off. You have your AC unit right in here in the most important part of the coach while you're sleeping. No one wants to sleep hot. But at the same time, again, if it is a nice cool day, you have these huge windows on either side that you can open up to get some nice crosswind in here. Sorry, it takes a few tries. And then you have some more charging over here, and it's already pre-wired to add a TV if you absolutely liked to add a TV. I mean, a lot of people use tablets now, but I already have the pre-wire just in case you wanted to use that. And then you have some drawers under here. You'll have one on either side, but I'm kind of blocking this side. So I'm just gonna show you guys all the good stuff on that side. Here's our second booster seat for that driver's side. And I'm gonna pull this up. Kind of gotta move the mattress out of the way. So you can see you have a nice little secret hiding spot over here for some more storage. But what's awesome about Winnebago too, not only did they make this mattress in-house, they also make all of their tanks in-house too. So this has, again, that 50-gallon fresh tank, the 51-gallon gray tank. It's actually a U-shaped tank size, and it's really thick, but it's underneath this bed. So it's inside of the coach, and that's what makes it so true to be 4-season. As long as the internal temperature of your coach doesn't get below freezing, you don't have to worry about your tanks getting frozen. Right over here, and you can kind of see earlier, but you have this nice little hanging rod too. Again, the plumbing inside of the coach, so you don't have to worry about any of those plumbing lines, those water lines getting frozen. And then you have the ducted AC throughout. Right over here is this the control panel for your Truma, so you can turn on your heating here and your fans. And you can also set timers of when you want it to turn on if you're away, so you can come back to a nice warm coach. Right over here is our AC. You can turn on your fan as well and set the temperature. And then you just have your lights here. So that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for our living area. Nice little curtain for some privacy. And now we're gonna go into another great reason why I love this EKKO. Again, when it's in a footprint of a Class B, you always worry about the restroom space, the toilet space, the shower space. You feel like you're gonna be claustrophobic, you're not gonna have enough room, and you really just gotta get in and shower really quick because it's gonna be not the best experience. But again, you're camping, you're not gonna have a luxurious shower, right? Well, Winnebago made an awesome shower space here. So right now, this is just converted into your restroom. So you have your nice sink inside. You don't have to worry about using your kitchen sink, and the beautiful window. So that just helps me because I do have claustrophobic tendencies sometimes, especially if it's hot and I don't like being in confined places for a long period of time. So having that window makes it super awesome for me to relax. You know, you do what you need to do, and then you have also a nice little cabinet space in here. And then you go ahead and pull this and it turns into a full shower. So you could still leave that window open for some nice cool breeze, but you're not worrying about getting the toilet all wet, getting your sink all wet, having to dry that off. It just really helps kind of closing and confining that space off to really just dedicate it to just a shower space. And then you still have this shower curtain. So the only thing that you got to really worry about being still wet after you take a shower is going to be that bamboo floor. But since it is bamboo, it really will dry rather quickly. And you can always take it out, throw it outside really quick, and it will dry within a few minutes. Throw it back in there. Alrighty, now we will slide over here to our kitchen area. So we have our Norcold fridge and freezer where you can set the temperatures and stuff up here. Our nice little freezer up top. You can fit a gallon of ice cream in there. That's all that matters. And then as you go down, you have some drawers for eggs, vegetables, all the cool things. Directly below that, you have your breakers and your fuses. And again, that propane detector right here, which is by your stovetop, which is propane. This is the Suburban. Not to fear, you have all of your instructions right here on how to use it. You do need your batteries on to kind of use the little ignite to kind of turn it on. But other than that, it is pretty self-explanatory. Here's that clip I was telling you about to kind of open it, close it, all the little things there. Pretty big counter space. Your faucet does have a spraying button here, otherwise it'll just be a consistent flow. And then the bamboo cutting board, which is on the other side, which can get wet. So if you did do some dishes and they are slightly moist, damp in there, then you can put this cover on without having to worry about this bulging, because it is wood, so it is bamboo, so you're good there. And you can use it as that cutting board again. Below here, we have 2 drawers, and then you have your fan, which you can clip on wherever you'd like. 2 more chargings, and a huge space under here. So this is where the cooktop is, but it is pretty far back here, and then all you do have is your filter for your fresh water, and then 2 more charging outlets. So a total of 4 just for the kitchen. That should be plenty for, you know, coffee maker, crock pots, any of that good stuff. And then you just have your heating vent here. And then, sorry, as we go up, we have our gray stone microwave. This you can kind of set the temperatures. Our little tray is in there. And some more storage right over here, and this is where our microwave is plugged in. It's the only outlet that you have up there as well. Just wanted to mention that. And then you have a nice carpeted section down here to kind of help keep things in its place so you don't have to worry about it kind of rolling around in there. As we work our way back over here, I just wanted to point out some more. We have our awning controllers here. So the light that I had on, I can go ahead and just turn it off, and then we have our retract. And then we have our steps. So if we want to put it into camp mode, so every time we close the door, they don't come in, you can override that. And then our coach battery. And then all of our lights that I already have on. This one is kind of like that undermount light, which is kind of nice. This one is just going to be our ceiling lights. And this last one should have been this light, but you get the gist. All of the lights here, and then more heating down below as well. Alrighty, coming over here, we have some more charging, and I have this nice little swiveled out for you guys just so you can kind of see. But charging our light overhead. You could upgrade to the option to have the entertainment system where you will have a TV here, but this one just does not. Plenty more storage up above here. And then as you can see, you have little buttons here, and that's gonna be to go ahead and put this insulation layer, because the windows kind of really aren't the best when it comes to, you know, keeping out heat if they're not tinted or keeping out the cool. This is nice that Winnebago provided you with a nice insulation layer to kind of button up to close off that cockpit area to really help keep in your AC or your heater, depending on what season you're kind of camping in your coach. And then as we slide over, here is our dining area, and I do have a nice little car seat. I just put that in there because I was kind of curious to see how much space you would have if you did have 2 toddler seats. So this is just a booster seat. My son's 4, so I just kind of pulled this out of my car, put that there. As you could tell, you can fit 2 in here. But as far as safety, you do have the nice little 2-click tie-down anchors down here for infant seats or even toddler seats. And then you also still have the 3-point seat belt to buckle them in properly. So when they are older and they don't really need those little straps that are built in the car seat, then you still have that option of just, you know, having a peace of mind knowing that they are properly buckled in while you guys are going down the road. Right up here, we have some more storage, and we have our Winnebago handy dandy notebook in here that will tell us all the things about Winnebago. And then you have another curtain, that window, and then this table that folds, and you could stow this one away underneath your bed. But it's kind of nice just knowing this is swiveled. You can have 3 people sit here to eat inside if it is too cold, if you don't want to eat outside, and then that 4th person still has a nice little place where they can eat comfortably. But if you didn't want that and you want it to be a little bit more open, you just fold this down, you tuck this away, and it's a little bit more open when everybody's inside of the coach. Kind of, you know, gets a little tight. You got to do the sideways shuffles and all that. It makes it a little aggravating at times. So I like how this is nicely stowed away. And another option too, I don't know if my son's like any of your guys' children, if it's a long drive, they're definitely going to need their tablet or something to watch or something to play with. So I kind of like having this bigger table here to kind of put some snacks. They already have their cup holder inside of their car seat, putting up his tablet somewhere where he can't reach it to change it or turn it off or bug, you know. So having that nice and open is awesome, as well as having a charging option that will reach them too if any of the electronics are dying while you are going down the road. Alrighty, now we will go ahead and end off our video here with the cockpit area. I'll go ahead and turn it on. So it is a push start. That is new, I believe, for this model year, 2024. It's gonna keep beeping at me. I'm sorry. As you can tell, it lights up here. Because it's gonna beep, I'm just gonna keep it nice and short. Or if I put the brake, okay. Engage the brake. So you have all of your little buttons here as far as the menus and all that good stuff. It is beeping at me right now, just so you guys know, because it doesn't like this chair being flipped around while the ignition's on. Just so you guys know, that is why it's beeping. And then we have a bigger, you know, info center here that's a touch screen as far as all the radios and all the navigations, and you can go through, set the, you know, cruise controls and all the safety, the blind spot monitoring. You can go through all of that stuff. And then you have your nice little cup holders here. Here are the keys, just so you could see. And then your emergency brake is right here, which is already on. But you have plenty of storage up top. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward and simple. If you guys are used to a Ford, it has all of the Ford safety features and all of that kind of stuff. But if you guys wanted to go ahead and reach out to me so I can send you a brochure on all of the safety mechanisms, I can. I'm just going to turn that off so it's not beeping anymore. I would be glad to kind of go over with any questions that you guys may have. As you can tell, I love this product and I'm very excited about the EKKO and being able to share all the cool things about the EKKO for you guys. So if you wanted to reach out to me, my information is right here. It'll also be tagged below. You can email me, you can call me. But again, if you want to touch base, just make sure you give me a call and I'd be happy to kind of go over all things EKKO with you. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day, guys.